Abundance is important to us, and it's a very interwoven in our plans and our thoughts and our culture and how we choose to navigate forward, because we are a land of abundance. There's plenty out there for all of us, and that attitude of abundance, of enough, has really propelled us forward, I think, in a unique way.
We're all actually one step away from facing food insecurity. There's this idea that food insecurity happens to people who are low income. It is something that happens disproportionately to, communities of color. It's something that happens to put in X, Y, and Z, whatever your bias is. It's not just about not being able to access grocery stores or not being able to go get fresh produce. I need this tomato on my plate, but then where does the tomato come from? And at some point, if we don't sort of think about the systems, then nobody gets a tomato on their plate.
It started like a lot of food shelves in Hennepin County started. Back in the 70s, there was some emerging needs in the Hennepin County suburbs. And it was families who needed extra help. We're doing our best to give the resources we have out to those kids that needed help, and then it grew from there. Shortly after our move into this space in 2012, we had the space and the opportunity to become a choice model food shelf. And that is where people could come in and shop. We are early adopters of creating a market and creating an environment that was welcoming. The idea of loving our neighbors and caring for our neighbors in all times, good and bad, was something that Madeline Roche intended in 1972. And we feel very strongly about carrying on that vision and that commitment 50 years later. CEAP has always been volunteer driven. It started by volunteers. It is our biggest asset, and it is our biggest joy.
I feel bad when I can't come. Again, I have diabetic issues. When I'm not able to come here and perform, I feel like I'm cheating CEAP. This is my way of saying thanks by volunteering, okay? Being welcome to volunteering. CEAP opening up their door and making me feel welcome. When a lot of friends, or just people in general, have questions and they kind of embarrassed about coming in here, I'll ask the questions. The only way CEAP can help you is that you come and let them know what you need.
I hope the clients walk away knowing that it was put together with care and love that goes into it. I mean, every single box has at least one helping of love in there. It's not so much what I'm going to get out of it, it's what I get to give.
When the pandemic came, we certainly had to figure out how do we still do that and still remain safe. We did move to a curbside model, which we're still doing, and looking for ways to use that model, still making sure people get what they want and not just what they need.
The initial reasons of why somebody would come and visit the organization changes over the years. Where we sit and stand, we're really able to sort of see that evolution with not just CEAP, but just all of our hunger relief partners across the field.
CEAP will continue to be available for people and answer that need as it changes.
Food is not just about survival, it's also about things that bring us joy. We gather around the table, we gather around with our culture, we gather around our community.
This is food for the soul, and you don't get that everywhere.
We recognize that food isn't just a need, and it's not just about filling your tummies or providing nourishment, but it's also about providing joy, and that's very important to us.